With a common denominator.
And I need all of you to stop what you're doing and listen.
Let's talk about something important. Put that coffee down.
I'm not here to waste your time.
Where else you gonna have this much fun?
You the man.
Todd Father.
Show me the money.
What I've been doing, had to triple my bag.
Had to triple my bag.
Wow.
Had to triple my bag.
Wow.
Had to triple my bag.
Yeah.
Had to triple my bag.
60% of the time, it works every time.
That doesn't make sense.
Well, it's no trick to make a lot of money. All you want is to make a lot of money.
Hey, what's going on? It's just going to be me tonight. Nick's doing a clean out of the Discord. So if you're kicked out and not supposed to be, email him real quickly, let him know, hit him up on Patreon. Otherwise, we're cleaning it out, getting ready for the first of the month. We've had some big trades here. Bitcoin's turning down as expected. So we got that chart in front of us. Again, we had a sell at 44,000 to buy at 39,000. Just sold 43.5. I guess it was last night or a little bit before then. What's up, Genghis, Yannick, Bill, Ben? So I'm spending really every day and night going over the Wyckoff indicators for TradingView. I'm setting up a lot of sector stuff so we can go in more of the Wyckoff method, finding the strong sectors on stocks and also on crypto. So excited to get that done. Gentlemen, I got building this stuff at TradingView has been excellent. So excited about that. NASDAQ is down, what are we down right now? NASDAQ's down 140 because of some bad earnings, AMD, Microsoft, Google. I think stocks might have completed 5 up as well. So stocks could be in trouble here. And Bitcoin, as I showed last time live, I think we're headed down. So let's jump into a few charts here. Again, I'm going to be going live a lot more now with these indicators. I got everything on TradingView. Everything's really quick. I can bring up any stock, any coin, etc. So should be way better moving forward. So again, at the highs we had on the ETF highs, you can see we go to new highs on Bitcoin. Volume is not behind that move based upon our optimism pessimism index that's taking intraday data and posting it on the daily chart. So that told us there that that rally was suspect. At the lows here, you can see we really didn't have anything to add to that, but I did per Elliott wave. We were, I thought, making a low, and also our technometer got down to really just about 40 on Bitcoin, 39 on Ethereum. So we nibbled at 39,000. I was going to buy more at 38,000. I didn't get that, but we still had a pretty good trade. Nick picked up a few, made some money. I picked up a few little small positions. So that was worked out well. So again, I think if we go into some Elliott wave counts, because my technometer was right at 50 on Bitcoin when we sold. So we're sitting here, I think the reading I just had there was now around 47.8. So the bull count is, for Elliott wave, is that rally was 5 waves up that ended there at 43.8, and we're starting an ABC down with support at 41.8, 42, and then we'd be ready to head straight up. Again, I'm not sure of that count. I probably at the moment like the bearish count a little bit more. And that would be that we completed the A up. We're working on some type of ABC down for a B. Wait for my indicators to pull back to oversold again. And then we'll see if we can then have another rally back up above 44 and then another break. So we shall see how that works. Screen blurry, and Yannick says it's clear, so maybe Carrie can tell me what she sees. We haven't really had any issues. I mean, I tried to fix some issues with Nick and I's mics. I thought I got that fixed. So let me know if it gets worse. So again, I think we completed an A up. We're sideways to down here for a few days, and we rally again. And then maybe we'll come down and visit that 35,000 level. So most of the indicators are good to give us, you know, a turning point. Let's see how they act when we pull back, etc., to see what type of value wave count might be the best. Let's go back to Ethereum now. I mentioned at the lows, they got down to a 39 on the technometer. You can see here, as we were making the low, 39.8 actually got recorded, but we was below 39 briefly. You can see here we touched about 49 yesterday. Again, that gave me a reason to hit the exits. Again, you can see I've got, let's show these divergences here so no one will know what I'm talking about as we move forward. There was a new low in the LP. While price actually made a higher low. So that's bullish. And then when you get an oversold technometer, those are trades you want to get on. So again, the reason we were a little bullish down there, I was expecting a little more of a shakeout spring, didn't get that. But again, Ethereum has underperformed here. So I think Ethereum, same type of thing, probably had 5 waves up, probably pulling back here. We got to get this technometer to pull back a little bit. We'll watch the 5-minute data, see what we can do. Again, the optimism, pessimism is a volume indicator based on intraday waves, and it's aggregated. So we're taking information from currently 35 different sources. So we're taking like Binance Tether, Binance USD, Binance TUSD, I believe it is. We're taking Coinbase. We're taking 7 or 8 exchanges, 5 stable coins. So we're trying to get as much volume into the software as we can to obviously make it more useful. Then that data is used to do the technometer and force as well. So that's kind of what we're doing. And then right now, this time frame is the daily. But again, the daily is, the OP is daily, but it's based on 5-minute calculations. Because we can still go back to a 5-minute chart. Here's a 5-minute chart that will only go back a certain amount of time period allowed by TradingView. So there's the 5-minute chart at TradingView. Then here's the OP for 5 minutes following it. So normally if you see some type of divergence, you could use that as an entry level. So you can see here really nothing on here was glaring on the whole rally. I mean, on this last little spurt up to 2400, 2412, we didn't get volume behind that, but that's a really small divergence. So nothing shattering there. Technometer 48.41. So again, I'll go to the 5-minute chart to try to figure out entry and exit levels after using the daily to get started. And again, remember that's aggregated data, so we're bringing in a lot of information here. And here's the Bitcoin 5-minute chart. I call this triangle when we broke out of here. It was around 42.6, I think. I mentioned to the Discord, sign up at patreon.com/learncrypto, 40 bucks a month. First of the month's going to be here in a day or two, so good time to get started. But a lot of times during these triangle formations, you'll see the volume will hit new lows on the E wave while price doesn't. So those are powerful. But that didn't happen here. We just had, again, volume following price, no real divergences, nothing to brag about. Even at the tops, we had nothing. So, but we're going to watch that in the future and see what type of better trades, better entries we can get on these charts. Then let's go back here and let's go back to the daily. Now the indicators are set up to work whether you're bringing up crypto, it'll go out and aggregate from the 40 inputs, as I mentioned. If you're bringing up a stock, it'll go to the New York or go to the NASDAQ, obviously, and pick up the volume there. But it'll do that all automatically. It'll bring it up on futures, etc. I'm working on a futures open interest indicator. I'm working on, we've got some sectors here I'm going to show here in a minute. A few things I just got to work on here. So here's the SPY on stocks. Again, I wanted to get live, so I think we could be making a top here. I can see 5 waves up on Elliott Wave. We do have a technometer at 49.4 at today's close. None of those readings have stopped this bull so far, but I do think possibly we've had 5 waves up Elliott Wave. Again, I have no strong divergence. I have no reason to be major bearish here. I'm just interested to see how we pull off of these highs and then see also how that does in face of crypto. If stocks go risk off, maybe crypto will still go risk off here short term. So SPY, let's see if tomorrow can bring it some selling. QQQ, same type of thing, underperformed here the last couple days. Technometer's 47, nothing glaring really on price and volume. TLT, I think you're going to see talk of recession here or hard landing. That could get TLT to work higher. So that's what's happened here the last couple of days. I think that could continue. And then I did show, again, we'll show some futures here. I showed this on my week in review and also in my pro traders for stocks. We are long metals and oil. So if I go in here, crude oil futures, again, I gave this on the week in review. We had the green arrow. We had a new low in the OP over the course of a month here while price is holding higher. That's a classic Wyckoff method. You'll learn that in our courses at wyckoffsmi.com or the crypto course at learncrypto.io. Again, somebody selling here on crude oil with the futures were holding higher. Then we take out resistance. You want to, those are breakout moves. So again, we had a nice reversal today after being lower earlier, a decent close. ExxonMobil, some of those were doing well. So I'd be long. I talked about trailing a stop at 73.50 or 74 on crude oil. And with that position, we are long XLE. So let's show that here real quick. XLE, same type of thing. New low in the price there. Volume did not as reliable. Divergence was still one. So XLE performing much better. I'm long that actually earlier from a few weeks back at slightly lower levels. Then I mentioned in the week in review Sunday night, gold and silver was giving the same type of setup. Same thing here. And again, you're not going to find these divergences using a normal unbalanced volume. You're only going to get it from some of our indicators. So again, that's why I'm pretty excited here. We're bringing in a lot of volume from a lot of places, especially on the crypto. So new low in the OP, price holding higher. I mentioned we could be able to spring out of here. Had a good day today on the gold. So again, I trail stops on this thing. I really don't want to see gold back below that 2015 level. I would call that signal as not working. Silver, same type of thing. Had some volatility today. Same type of divergence. Big sell volume over the last few months in silver. Price is holding. So again, I'm looking for silver and gold to try to lead us out of here. I go back to GLD. I showed this on the live. GLD could go up there and try to take out that long-term resistance. We got that here at resistance is at 194 change. I think this is all accumulation. I think we're breaking out to the upside, whether we do it now or do it later. So that'll be interesting. We've got Bitcoin futures on here. Again, like on the ETF, I'm trying to get my guy to bring in all the ETFs into one so we can monitor all the volume as one. And also the same thing with the futures. I mean, here's Bitcoin CME futures. You can see some divergences on here as well. I've had them marked. easier to mark them after the fact, but we're going to be marking these things as we move forward, see what happens. But I'm excited about this stuff. This is going to help trading. Again, these indicators are going to be available at TradingView. If you're a patreon.com member, you're going to get probably a $10 savings. Just guessing right now, if you're not a member of anything, you're going to pay probably $24.95 or $29.95 a month to get these added to your TradingView. So we're going to see about that. What's up, Yannick? Yeah, no problem. Let's go. I kind of showed what I wanted to show here, so let's jump in. Anybody got anything they want to look at? We will do that now. And then I'm going to show a little bit of sector stuff on another page here that I've got. Here's GORA that I had posted the other day when it was approaching resistance. Same type of thing. Now you see your aggregate's not working. That's because GORA is not on many exchanges. So if you go up here, change aggregate to standard, it's going to go to the MEXC tether. Same type of thing here. My boy's got this thing set up sweet. Glad I found this gentleman. Same type of thing. Changing these all to standard goes back and tells the software to just go to the exchange that you've highlighted. So I've got GORA, Tether, MEXC up here in the top left. So same type of thing. We're still having sell volume coming on GORA while price is acting very well. So GORA acts well. GORA has, the last 6 months, sponsored our Learn Crypto website. So we were jumping on that. Nick got on that at, I believe, 18, 20 something, 28. I mentioned it the other day at 28 or so. So, but that is one that's acting well here short term. That's why I went ahead and jumped back on it as well. Also, you can see here on MANTA, Nick had picked this one up. That's a daily. This is a new one. Let's go in and do the 3 hour just so we can see more here. Show the trade that Nick picked up. After we bought the Bitcoin, he came in here and bought MANTA actually on a overhead buy. You can see here we took out 20%, sold it around 340. Some weakness coming in here at 327. That's one we're going to be looking at again, but we'll be watching that one later. Nick will be on that one. Anything else you want to check, just throw it out there. I've got a few here that I know we talked about. SUI is one that's starting to look interesting, I think. Not one that I've traded in the past. I showed these divergences as well. Some big divergences here on SUI. This is one I'm going to be on the lookout for. You can see I got an alarm set here around $1.29. Technometer clear back down to 40.38. But that's been a strong one. That might continue. I did see an alarm that XRP had gotten slapped, so let's go in to XRP as well. So XRP, again, you can see the standard is going to load here. I know the XRP chart is going to have nothing but sell volume coming in. I'm going to go back, change this to aggregate. See if that'll work here. Same type of thing, change all these to aggregate so we can bring in more volume. Another thing I can say about XRP is you are having the continued sell-off in the OP. You can see it's been relentless. If we load the chart up a little bit even more. The chart's not going to fill in any more to the left because TradingView only allows so much data that I'm grabbing on a 5-minute basis. So, XRP has been holding higher lows, but it looks really suspect here in the last few weeks. Technometer's neutral at 44. So I can't really give much there. The only time I would buy that is when I have a Bitcoin or Ethereum buy. Since I sold Bitcoin yesterday, I would have sold XRP, try to buy it back cheaper. So as you know, that coin has just not done anything. So not excited about that one. Here's ORDI, one that private client group customer of mine had also wanted me to buy on an account that I managed for him for crypto. Again, we got to go back here. We got to change this because this one's not traded on many exchanges. You can see the same type of thing there. I nibbled on a little bit of that around 53 for a few clients and him as well. But I sold that at 58.75, I believe, the day before yesterday. I got out a little bit early. I was worried about Bitcoin turning down. But this is one I think a person could trade as well if you have a desire to. Again, there's the OP setting at 44 neutral. I think that one could be an interesting one. We've all been talking about RNDR. That's one that had a nice little rally as well. Off the bottom there, off the same type of thing. Nice divergence. RUNE is another one. Had a pretty good pullback off the highs. Nothing glaring on the OP and force and technometer. INJ is one that Nick picked up, but we just got stopped out, I think, for like 1.5% return. He didn't sell that the last day and a half or so, wanted to trail a sell stop, so we did that. Stopped out, I believe, at 35.30, I believe it was. So that one, as I mentioned on the last broadcast, looks range bound to me. So I think that one pulls back a little bit as well. A commercial during a live stream. I don't know if I okayed that, but that is ridiculous. I'll stop that because that's not cool. I'm not sure. YouTube has changed some settings, so I'd have to check on what their settings are. Again, while we're talking about that, let me run my disclaimer. I am a registered investment advisor, so do your own research. This is not individual investment advice. Let me run this.
There is a high degree of risk involved in trading cryptocurrencies. Our thoughts and ideas are for entertainment purposes only. Please consult your personal advisor or do your own research. Past results are not indicative of future returns. Thank you.
Okay, get that out of the way. There must be a setting on YouTube probably they just changed, so I'll figure that out as well. I don't need that during a live show. That's crazy. Here's coin. So we've got this chart pretty well marked up, pretty heavy. Hopefully get my picture out of there. You can see that okay. Let me bring these indicators into view. So you can see here on coin. And that's interesting. I got to check those numbers, but I've got coin's technometer came down to oversold at the close today. So that's interesting. Let me double check that, see if it traded after the close quite a bit. Might have moved that number around a little bit, but definitely it's going to be near oversold. Coin's got the classic Wyckoff labels on here. And I showed the markup with a normal 50% retracement. Would have been right down there around 129. It did reach down to 118, which is closer to the 0.382. So this one could be interesting. I want to buy this on the next little pullback here myself. Some of these miners and coin and Robinhood and some of these. So we'll watch those. Let's go to MicroStrategy real quick. Same chart, same markings. We had the jump, a pretty deep backup on MicroStrategy. Probably people leaving that to actually go to the ETFs, so they don't have to deal with MicroStrategy's particulars. Technometer there's 46. Nothing to really talk about on the OP and and price, so that no real divergences. Same type of thing. Let's go to MARA and RIOT. MARA, same chart, same setup. Pretty deep backup on MARA. Technometer neutral at 45, nothing to talk about on the OPs at the moment. RIOT the same way, but a little bit of an underperformer. These last jumps and backups are a little bit deep. Not impressed with the miners in general, so I think you got to be trading those things. Technometer 46.8, so nothing there to talk about. While we're here on stocks, let's run through. I got some of these marked in gold, as you say. Those are, as you can see, those are ones that I'm monitoring for trades for the stock Discord at wyckoffsmi.com. We do throw a few stock trades also in the crypto Discord. That's at patreon.com/learncrypto. So here's synopsis. This one looking interesting. I was hoping for a little bit lower here in the coming days to look at that one. Path is another one. I got a green arrow there. I did buy some of that for a few clients through Charles Schwab. So far, that was a low. I missed it by just a hair. I did not give that to the Discord as of yet. I was just watching it. I got a few clients. We nibble kind of early. And then same thing on ODP. Office Depot. Had to buy it back up there at 50. We're setting at 52.30. As soon as I get a general market buy, I'm going to be on some of these. KNSL is another one acting well. See the big rally there for a few weeks. KMI is a pretty good chart longer term. Kinder Morgan. That's what I might be looking at to see if it'll break out and stay. CTAS has been a strong performer. That one just keeps going. No one else is asking here. Yeah, I see Google's missed on earnings. That might be a problem here. Now I'm going to go here and go into some sector stuff. We're doing this for crypto, but it's not been set up yet. Hopefully in the next day or two. But you can see here in front of us what I've got. To the right side is I've got some pre-made sectors. I've got Wyckoff Wave. I've got Wyckoff Wave Biotech, Consumer Durables, Staples, Financials, etc. There's about 20 here. They're actually all over here to the left as well. Behind my picture is going to be some of it. But what is happening here is I can move this cursor. So what I did is I moved it to the low on January 17th. It's going to post all the sectors. It's going to tell me here, again, what the top sectors have been. Obviously, technology. Oil has been up 6.76%. Again, that's right behind my picture, but I'm not going to change that at the moment. So it quickly tells me from any date I pick on the chart, I can move this over. I can do it, let's say, here from the highs. And it quickly gives me from the highs what everything has been performing. From 1227, it gives me year to date, it gives me 3 months, etc. So I'm anxious to use this on crypto because we can go back to the low of just there a week ago. We can see what sectors are performing the best. And then he's setting it up that I can click on the sector. So what'll happen is we can click on the sector and it'll bring up the OP force and technometer for the complete sector. So we're going to be able to do that for crypto sectors. And then we're going to be able to go into the sector and look at the strong coins inside the sector, because the Wyckoff method really is to trade with the trend, pick strong sectors, pick strong coins or stocks inside those sectors, look for accumulation, and then time it based off the 5-minute chart, which I just showed you I have as well. So I'm really trying to get ready to go hard here and excited about this. But again, got this built and finalized today. I got a couple minor changes he's making. Then he's building it for the crypto in the next day or two. I got a few more things he's building, but I'm trying to make it so it's all right at trading view, and we're ready to rock and roll. PLTR, that's one I had been looking at, but it's gotten quiet here. You can see here's Looked like a jump and a back up, then it looked like we was going to mark it up, but instead we've gotten really quiet here. Technometer is 41. You can see nothing to report on the OP and price, so no divergences to help me out. All I can do there is when I get a buy signal on the general market, we do that by watching our Wyckoff wave indexes or the SPY, QQQ, etc., and then jumping on some of these that could be holding up well. So again, I'm marking stocks or cryptos in gold that I'm interested in. I'm marking, like on Bitcoin, blue is going to be the Wyckoff markings, so I can go to that quickly here when we're live. If I go to the green Bitcoin, it's going to be my bullish Elliott wave counts. You can see that. And if I click the red Bitcoin, it's going to be my bearish Elliott wave counts. So just trying to get organized so I can keep on top of shit, do way more trading, way more updating, way more managing of assets, etc. Also going to be trading more of NIX trades. So if anybody's interested in trading NIX trades, I don't have the time to do it, hit us up for a private client group account. Again, we trade them through APIs, so we're doing more of that now, trying to finally these exchanges are allowing API access again. If you got an account with me that hasn't been traded recently, you've got to check emails from Kerry because we're asking for new APIs, especially for Coinbase Pro accounts. They're all Coinbase Advanced now, so that's what's going on. Look at BLOG on LSE. Luigi, let me see what that is. You say BLOG. BIOG. Okay, BIOG. On LSE, let me see. There we are. Biotech Growth Trust on LSE. Let me check this one first. There's the chart, Luigi. Let's do this real quick. And I'm going to start going live maybe here at night. During the day when I'm not busy, and we're just going to go over charts. Try to go over the Wyckoff method, see what's up. I think this thing's in a trading range here. I think that was a selling climax. Obviously. This is probably a spring over here. Let's grab that and bring that one over. We're going to watch that again. You can see here, you've got sell volume coming in, really down to this point here, while price is still trying to hold. Not a huge divergence, but definitely a little bit of a divergence there. So Luigi, maybe check back in with that later. And that one could be interesting, maybe on a little bit of a pullback here to 860, 850. See what happens on that. I'm going to save those markings. I've not looked at marijuana stocks since they had gotten cratered. MSOS. That's not coming up. Let me go back to Tesla real quick. Here's Tesla on the daily. Everything looks right. You can see technometer. I showed the technometer got friendly. I mentioned that around 238. That did not help Tesla. So maybe we spring this level. Technometer 39.48 coming into today's close. Problem, OP has been a constant uptrend, constant buying of Tesla, but I can't give you any help on Tesla. Got a few good trades on it last year, year and a half. You can see we picked the low on the technometer But no help, Yannick, on Tesla. Cannot help you. I'm going to bring that BIOG up here so we can keep that one in case you ask for that again. Drop that in there. CMPS, we will look at that. Compass. Let me try that MSOS again here in a minute. This is one I looked at when they were hot there a while back. Back when that thing was 40-ish. Got hammered down to 5. Not much to add there, but I think probably that was a spring there recently. That was some major selling, so I guess I would say, again, when I'm bullish, I'd probably be on that. Technometer is 54. Not much to add. You can see new low in the OP also coincided with the new low in the price, so nothing there. I would say, definitely probably you've got some resistance here. If we can get through that and back up to it, oversold technometer in a good environment, maybe that thing's worth a shot. So we'll check that out later. MSOS is not coming up. Okay, let's go back to Apple. Had a little bit of weakness here. I'd mentioned to the Discord, we had someone in there mentioning what they should do with their longer term Apple. I said probably you could take some off. That's what they were thinking. Now you've had 2 or 3 days down still. So I did mark that as a possible LPS when that was occurring there 2 weeks ago. Technometer 44. Again, same type of thing. Nothing. The only thing that's glaring here a little bit on the chart would be, let's bring that down. Let's bring that over. You can see that the last rally in a few of these new highs here. Failed to go to a new high on the stock. So that's something maybe could be a problem. New high in the OP, price not doing it in the stock, and now we're coming off pretty hard. So that's what I prefer. I'd like to see a breakdown maybe below that 180 and then sell a rally back to 185 again when we're bearish on stocks. So I try to put on positions when I have opinions on the general market. But I think some of these Mag 7s, I think they're heavily owned here. I think we're over owned short term. I think we could pull back on some of these. So AMD was down 7 today. It's down some overnight. That's been a strong one. Some of these, if you do LA wave, kind of look like they've had 5 waves up. So maybe we come back down to previous wave, 4th wave support. We shall see. Appreciate it, Bill. Benoit, what's going on? Yes, I don't know if night's a good time, but we're gonna try just whenever I'm free. I can jump on here. Working on these indicators a few more, probably for the next week or so, and I should be ready to go. That's all I really got. Again, Bitcoin, we sold 43.5. We're sitting here 42.8. I think we're headed down to maybe 41, then I'll take a look at it. Same thing with Ethereum, lower. Stocks maybe topped out today for some type of pullback. But that's all I've got. I'm going to run a couple commercials here as normal to end this thing. And then out of here, I'm guessing Nick and I will be here tomorrow. So Stay tuned. Thanks for the follow, likes, subscribes. Do what you can, and we'll catch you tomorrow. Good luck.
Are you intrigued by cryptocurrency, but just aren't sure how you can get started investing? Maybe you are simply too busy to trade your own cryptocurrency account since it is 365, 24/7. Don't hold back any longer. With LearnCrypto.io, you can have a seasoned professional show you how. Todd W. Butterfield is a leader in trading with numerous real money trading successes to his name over the years. He owns LearnCrypto.io, the original Wyckoff Stock Market Institute, WyckoffSMI.com, as well as the Black Bay Group, a registered investment advisor. He has also created state-of-the-art software, consolidating over 100 plus crypto exchanges volume, as well as his own Wyckoff proprietary indicators. With today's stressful and busy lifestyles, isn't it time you considered having a knowledgeable investor manage your crypto account? In these unprecedented times, it is the perfect season to seriously consider LearnCrypto.io's private client group and add cryptocurrencies to your investment portfolio.
Do you personally invest or trade stocks? Then you'll want to gain access to our private Discord channel. By subscribing to our pro traders at WyckoffSMI.com, you'll receive individual stock suggestions based upon the Wyckoff method, review possible trade setups, as well as receive emails when any trade suggestions are given. But if you're too busy to manage your own stock portfolio, consider our private client group at our registered investment advisor, Black Bay Capital Advisors. You'll get the personal touch while we manage your stock portfolio for you through the trusted custodian, Charles Schwab. For an annual fee, you'll have more time to enjoy life while we focus on growing your portfolio. We'll be on the same side of the table, working to help you secure your long-term financial goals.
We'll see you all again. Sleep tight. Let's see.